All right, y'all. Welcome to Hey, what did I miss? It's your boy A Coach Cam. So, listen, this is my Knicks rant. First of all, Knicks all the way. All right. Uh, I was highly stressed out. I thought Reggie Miller walked in the building last night in the form of Trey Young. Like that's the vibe I got. I started getting bad uh, rashes and stuff all over my body once I saw Trey Young with the ball every time. Listen, it was a great game. Atmosphere was great. They were heckling like they were supposed to. Trey Young did what he was supposed to. But let's talk about the facts and what I saw. I wanted to respond yesterday, but um, I had my coach's hat on and I had my hat on at the same time, and they couldn't coexist in the moment. So I was just taking this day to really like think about and rewatch the game in my brain and figure out what happened. So this is what happened. Okay, Nate McMillan won that game, and everybody's going to talk about how Trey Young was hitting the floaters and players got to make shots. Absolutely, but I'm here to tell you Nate McMillan won the game, and here's why. Okay, the adjustments he made were great. I saw DeAndre Hunter in the game, up forward, up top, with Derrick Rose at times. So when they did switch, they still had him in help. And, they didn't leave him in too much space. Now, Derrick Rose went out and made tough shots. Alec Burke made tough shots. Julius Randle was nowhere to be found. But you know what? I think he'll play better next game. So I'm not really concerned with that. Okay? But Tom Thibodeau never adjusted to the double screen and roll up top. He never adjusted. He always had the point guard trail behind Trey Young, okay? Which allowed what? Trey Young to be in space to hit that floater, okay? And then the big got caught in the middle trying to make that adjustment. He wasn't sure to get the roll man, right? Or to stay in front because he didn't know how far the point guard was trailing behind Trey Young. So almost like a front and back lacrosse. We call that a lacrosse track. Okay, we got the front and the back side covered. All right. But Trey Young, if you get caught playing in the middle, you don't know what to do. He's gonna either hit the floater or if he steps all the way to the road man, he's gonna go in for the layup. Okay. Late game adjustment. All right. What they would do is they would send the opposite guy over to help on the road man. But what happens once as a guard, once you get rolling and understand what you're supposed to do, then he will send a skip pass. That's why he hit. That's why he would hit Bogdanovich in the corner for the three. Gallinari missed a couple of threes from the corner and wing on that skip pass because now you allowed him to dictate what was going on. Then late in game, when he tried to send somebody and it got caught in the middle, he throws a backward pass to DeAndre Hunter for three. I mean, these are the adjustments. You didn't blitz once. Okay, once in a while you got to blitz. And I'm not, look, this is not a knock Tom Thibodeau thing. It's just, an adjustment. Maybe he should try it a little earlier. Okay? But at the end of the day, Trey Young made shots. He made difficult shots. Okay? Julius Randle needs to show up a little bit more. RJ needs to show up a little bit more. RJ Barrett, he needs to show up a little bit more. So it was a good game. Garden was rocking. Trey Young stepped up, showed why he was one of the top picks in the draft. I still say Knicks in 6 if they get their act together. But, Tom Thibodeau has to be willing to make a little bit more adjustments. And the last thing, and I get it, Frank Ntilikina is a stopper. Frankie Knuckles, a.k.a. Frankie Knuckles, okay? He's a stopper. But you can't put him in late in the game like that, okay? Now, do I fault Tom Thibodeau for that? As a coach, in the moment, you're like, I'm going to put my best defender on him, and that's it. He made a judgment call, so I'm not going to fully knock him for that. But then Frankie Knuckles is out there doing the twister. Trey Young's eyes got this big when he saw Frankie Knuckles on him. And then there's nothing you can do after that. There's nothing you can do. He was like, oh, yes. That's the matchup. You go, oh, yes. And then that was that. And then the help came over late again, and he hit the same floater he hit in the second quarter, third quarter, fourth quarter, fifth quarter, sixth quarter. He hit the same floater. He subbed in Frankie Knuckles. I couldn't believe I saw Frankie Knuckles. I got excited because he subbed in Frankie Knuckles. But the opposite way, because I knew what was going to happen. So, like I said, just Nate McMillan, I think, won that particular game. Players make shots, but just the adjustments he made. And so, we'll see going forward, man. I hope they pull it out. This is just the Knicks rant. I'm not even going to talk about the rest of the games, all the games, whatever. I mean, this is just about the Knicks right now. So hopefully everybody has a good day. And I will see you on the flip side. Peace.